Okay, Jen, can you please explain to me the lemonade diet or whatever you call it?
Okay, it's called the Lemon Cleanse or the Master Cleanse. It's not a diet for the purpose of losing weight, but for the purpose of detoxing. So, because most people's diets aren't pure, I guess, you'd first start off with the ease-in day, or 2 ease-in days. So if you're generally eating meat, then you would go to just vegetables for the first day. Then the second day, it would just be orange juice, which is what I'm doing now. Just pure squeeze orange juice all day, and then take a senna. Either there's senna tea that you just brew a cup of tea at night, and then in the morning it helps you have your bowel movements, because when you're having orange juice all day, you don't really get much fiber. And then the next day you would start off with day 1 of the lemon cleanse. It would be you do 2 tablespoons of fresh squeezed lemon with 2 tablespoons of maple syrup, grade B. And grade B is pretty important because it's a darker color, like a deeper flavor, but it also carries more nutrients. So that's the maple syrup. The purpose of the maple syrup is for the caloric intake for your day, and for a bit of nutrients along with it. And then you add in cayenne pepper, just a dash, or enough that you can kind of taste the spiciness. And the purpose of the cayenne pepper is to increase your metabolism a bit, just to help it go along. So with this mix, and then you add 8 ounces of water. So you just mix it up and then you drink it. I find it tastes really good. I look forward to drinking it all the time. And you just drink that whenever you're having hunger or pangs. If you do need to go somewhere and you need to preserve it, then you would just squeeze the lemon, the 2 tablespoons of lemon and 2 tablespoons of maple syrup into a container, but don't put water in it, and then just bring the cayenne pepper to put in later. So ideally you would do this for 7 to 10 days, because you don't really feel the effects until maybe the 3rd, 4th day. But you really feel the hunger the first second. And so the second day of it, so every night you're going to be taking either a senna pill or a senna tea, just a natural laxative to help you go in the morning. And then you would also do saltwater flush, which is sea salt. You have to make sure it's sea salt. It can be pink Himalayan sea salt or Mediterranean sea salt, just as long as it's not iodized sea salt. And you mix 2 teaspoons of it, or about 1 tablespoon, in a quart of water. So that's about 32 ounces, and you just down it.
Does it taste really salty?
Oh my God, it tastes horrible. Yes, it tastes salty.
Like ocean water?
Yeah, like the first 16 ounces I can just chug it, but then the rest is just gets to that point. I know some people have vomited, and some people haven't been able to do it.
Yeah?
But it's pretty good. You should be doing it every morning for at least 7 days.
Oh, Spirit?
And so what that's you have to reserve about 2-3 hours every day, especially the first day. Just
Okay, you were saying?
Especially for the first day, because it's going to flush everything out, because the sea salt and the amount of water it's considered so toxic to your body that it just kind of scrubs your insides out. So you're going to have basically projectile diarrhea for about 2 hours.
How far does it project?
Oh man, it can project pretty far. So just make sure that,
sorry,
when you go, you realize that it's going to go everywhere. And then as the days progress, you'll feel like it's just kind of shooting up water. And yes, so you'll definally notice a flatter stomach. I think one of the things is it'll burn off a bit of the visceral fat around your organs.
That I need.
Yeah. And I would recommend doing some light exercise along with it, because it will aid in the losing weight, but also keeps you alert. When you're not intaking so much food, you actually become more alert once your body gets used to it. It's kind of a free sense of mind kind of thing. So that's it. I've known people to do it for several weeks, and I've known people to do it just for a few days, like I've been doing, because the schedule is so hard to keep to that. Oh, and also important, very, very important, is easing out. Like, for example, this barbecue on the weekend. That's why I had to ease out today, Thursday, and then tomorrow I'll start eating, vegetables.
Are you going to ease in again after the barbecue?
I think if I feel good enough about myself, I won't do it until I screw up again. Like, the reason why I started this was that I felt like this past weekend I binged. Like, last Wednesday when my valve broke, I binged on alcohol and on food, and it just kind of continued into the weekend. I gained a couple pounds, and I felt like I needed something to shock my system, and this diet was what I needed. And I also need to detox from all the crap that I ate.
Did it have the desired effects?
A little bit, yeah. I feel more in control with my diet and not kind of raiding your refrigerator with Indonesian food.
Yeah.
So ease out, yeah, definitely.
All right, awesome.
Definitely important. Basically the same thing as easing in. Yeah.
Thank you for the awesome explanation.